Okay. Here we go. It says we're live. I've I cleared my cache this morning, my Chrome cache, which means that I've been having to log back in to everything that I normally use. And also apparently I had to redo all of my settings for StreamYard. So hopefully hopefully things are normal-esque. Let me know if they look okay. Um, because I was like, oh, I didn't realize I was going to have to do this. Hello. Um, so yeah, so there's that. Let me go ahead and start the poll by popping out the chat because I still have not done that because I was attempting to do the um, do the logging in process. So okay. So the poll for today is what would your main character renovate first? Question mark. The kitchen. If I could spell it right, that'd be great. The kitchen, the bathroom, the outdoor spaces, in case you want a landscape or in case you want a pool or something of that sort, or expanding the house. What kind of renovation would your main character do first? And expanding the house could be opening a room, could be creating a bunker, could be anything that you desire for expansion, as long as you are adding on to the house itself. But yeah, how we doing? How we doing? You may hear some noise from the kitchen. I'm hoping you won't. That was one of the things I made sure I turned back on, which was the background noise, like cancellation, muffling of some sort. So you may hear some, but hopefully won't hear too much. They are, for the most part, done with cutting things. So like they're done with the tile work. Now they're working on putting the quarter round back up or back down, technically, since it's on the floor. So you may hear the staple gun or the nail gun. I'm not sure what they're using. Honestly, they're using something. So you may hear it, hopefully not. But yeah, so at the moment they're currently doing the nailing and or stapling. So if you didn't hear anything besides me talking, we're good. So yeah. Stacy says good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome. Jody, hello. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm hoping that y'all can't hear it and it's not annoying. But yeah. So that's kind of where we are. In terms of that, we had so Friday I was intending to sort of like see how the renovation was going, and I wound up having to cancel the stream because it was too much noise. They were cutting the tile the flooring pieces, and it was banging up to get them into place and all that kind of. It was too noisy, too chaotic, and my brain was not working. So I was like, I am not able to do this today. So sorry about missing Friday. But welcome. Hopefully we are going to have a good time today. Hopefully we're going to get a good bit of work done today. That is the goal. And for the after the stream, my project for myself, crafty wise, is to switch the hooks on these. These are spoon earrings, technically silverware earrings, I guess, that my mom got me for Christmas. And they have little flower details. It's hard to see. Let me see if I can get the sheet of paper that will help. There we go. Maybe. Anyway, I guess you're just gonna have to trust me that those are flowers on there. But the hooks are sterling silver, which my ears react to. So when I got hooks for doing like my own jewelry and swapping out things, these are stainless steel, which my ears do not react to. So essentially I'm going to change out the hooks for these. That's my project for after the stream. My small crafty thing for the day is that. Then what else for today? For writing wise, I've got, I think, 2 scenes lined up that I would like to get done today during the stream. We're gonna aim for 2. That's my goal. They're relatively chunky scenes, so hopefully that's the right amount of time to do them in. Stacy says, my current main characters would have to buy a house. So would your previous main characters. They're starting college. So for you, outdoor spaces, because we need to fix some retaining walls and doors. Gotcha. Yeah, retaining walls are important. Especially if you live anywhere that's not flat. And sometimes even then, because you want to build retaining walls to hold water. So yeah, retaining walls are very important. Okay. Because I missed Friday, we have Thursday through the weekend for the dogs that we need to look at. So you get some extra doggos today. Thursday, Friday, the weekend, and today. Okay. So Thursday's doggo is named Bailey. She is an expert meteorologist. If her ears are deployed, there is an 80% chance that it is currently windy. 12 out of 10, best meteorologist in the field. So there is Bailey and the wind gauge ears. Very cute. Very cute. One of these days, I'm going to figure out how to hold this paper. One of these days. Friday's dog is tiny. Tiny. So cute, though. Her name is Jojo. She heard walking on water is considered impressive, so thought she would do one better. 13 out of 10. Here is tiny little Jojo. Just 1 foot. Dancing on the water. So cute. We have the weekend dog. His name is Rocky. He bought these sunglasses just so he could dramatically lower them when the situation calls for it. 13 out of 10. He's doing such a good job at peering over his glasses. Right moment. Very cute. Very cute. Monday, we have a sunflower. It says, we only rate dogs. This is a sunflower that is happy to see you. We are happy to see them too, but please only send dogs. So here is our sunflower that is happy to see us. And the little blip. So cute. I do like Bailey's ears. Very cute. Very, very cute. All right. I also need to, I have not moved my stickies since the middle of last week, so I need to address that. Most of these are gone, and I've gotten a couple done on this paler blue. So I need to move those. I don't think I have any more of the pinks to do. I think I'm still on sort of like in between. And then these, I think I need to move two of those. I think. I'm pretty sure. How's your Kanban board going? Because we are now almost the full month into this quarter. I feel like this is not quite as much as I would hope to be done with by 1/3 of the way through the quarter. But we still have time, right? We still have time. I don't know. How are y'all doing on your goals? Are we going okay? Are we behind? Where are we in terms of that? All right. And we need to pull up the timer for next. And then we need to pull a card for today. Ooh, we have the White Raven today. It's number 66. In case you need a number, the White Raven. Here we go. Here's our very fuzzy White Raven with what looks like almost peacock feathers around the neck. All right, so trust in the magic. Nothing in the universe is random, for the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events and has done so since the beginning of time. Coincidences have meaning, and the White Raven appears to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities so that you might recognize the patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of the Spirit's plan for all. So align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that the White Raven is guiding you, an ally to you and a messenger from the Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways the eyes can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you to the light and bringing you the magic and the miracles that are your birthright. Now is a time to trust in the magic of the world that is everywhere and in all things. Pay attention to how things come together as if by magic, and you will see the hand of the Great Spirit arranging things in your favor. So there is our critter for the day. Very nice and encouraging one. The only goal that you have right now is for the Rough Draft Challenge, and it's to write 1K a day. You met your rough draft goal a few days ago. Yay! And because of vacation, you are starting on your August goal early, which is another 25K. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Getting a head start. Creating that buffer time for the days where we have migraines, for the days where the kids are over and all up in your space, which my nephews are in state now. So we are going to try and get together with them later this week, I think. I'm getting a spam message from whoever. Like, my Amazon account was used to purchase a MacBook Pro, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. So anyway. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the document that I'm going to be working on after I work a little bit in my journals. So that's now open. I do have a full glass of water. So I have that. And I have our timer up. Yes, yes. Okay, let's share the timer. Kara says I had too much going on to remember the Rough Draft Challenge. Yeah, because you were also driving every week for part of the month. And just life can get in the way sometimes, which is fine. That's what life is gonna do. Kara says, Enchanted Map Sacred Pool, number 47. The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. So embody the love you wish to see in the world. Yes, I like that. We will have a minimum of 4 days traveling, and you just don't want to try and write in the car. Yeah, I get that. So you're going to have a week of no writing or very little writing. Yeah. Yeah, no, unfortunately, when I started needing glasses in the car, that was when I started getting car sick. So I can't look down and read in the car. I can't look down and write in the car because I will get very car sick. So I either drive or I am a passenger who just looks at everything around me. Because if I I'm no good with my head tilted uh, downwards, trying to read anything or trying to write anything. So I get that. Kara says, I'm going to be real. These happy, positive cards aren't resonating with me right now. The White Raven is lovely, though. It is. If you, I can't remember if the Enchanted Map booklet has sort of like a reversed reading as well, or not. The White Raven does have a reversed message, so I'll read that for you in case that's something you need. So the protection message. So if your reading of the White Raven is in the inverse position, again, the message is still trust in the magic. But are you being distracted by the illusion of a chaotic universe? Deep in your heart, you know the world is full of magic, and the White Raven has appeared to remind you that the ways of the world can cause spiritual amnesia. Stay awake and alert, for the spirit wants you to enjoy the miracles around you. So remember, the evidence of the divine order can be seen everywhere. Ask for a sign, and it shall be yours. Synchronicities happen all the time, so if you are in a time of challenge and feeling cynical, all you need to do is ask for a reminder. The White Raven will appear to reassure you that all of this is leading to something better, for magic is in the wind. So that's the reverse reading of the White Raven. But I don't remember if doing that. No, it's up there. It's it's up on a shelf. So I will not go fetch it. Not at the moment, anyway. Kara says, I can't read in a moving vehicle either. Yeah, you'd be sick for hours. Yeah. You also get motion sick on buses. You can read on planes without a problem. Sometimes I have problems on planes, but not always. But like if it's super turbulent, yeah, I'm not even going to try and read. The other thing is if it's hot. Because for me, the heat compounds the issues. So with buses, I like if I can open a window, I will open a window. It doesn't matter if it's like 18 degrees outside. I would rather shiver in the cold than puke. so that's that. So generally, if I'm on a bus and I can open a window, I will. It's like I definitely got quite a few like really bad side eyes when I was a child and riding the buses. I rode the bus most of the way up until senior year of high school, because that was just what we did. We didn't have money for an extra car, so occasionally my dad would let my brother borrow the truck to drive us to school, but that was pretty rare. It was like maybe once a week. But otherwise we would just ride the bus. But anyway, so like in the wintertime, I would definitely get like very sick on the bus. And so I would have to have a window open. And so the kids behind me always complained. So I wound up, I'll be like, look, I have to have the air. So if you don't want to be cold, then I need to sit behind y'all in the very back. I'm sorry. So it was it was not fun, that's for sure. Stay says I may try and listen to my words and write some notes on paper for later, but that is about it for travel days. Yeah. And that could be nice to do that sort of like editing from the audio because that will help you catch things and also the pacing of your sentences. So that'd be a nice way to do it. Mom Maggie is answering for the poll. Your main character would choose to renovate the kitchen because she's probably tried to use her husband's extensive chef's range and ruined it again, like the last 11 times. Oh no. Oh, wish she could stay, but you have to take the youngest to get meds and labs. Gotcha. Have a blessed day. Hopefully, y'all will have a safe and good trip, and the meds and labs will come out with answers and good results. So, okay. I need to put this over on the other side because that's where it lives. I still have not tried out my dragon stamps, so that's another like creative crafty thing I need to do today. So I need to replace the earring hooks and I need to try out my stampies. Don't forget, yes, the all the words hashtag all the words August is starting soon as well, which is exciting. Yes. All right, let's do the writing though. Let's do the writing. So we're gonna put the otter on the screen. Okay, put the banner up. All right, so one, save your document if you've already been working, or if not, again, now's a great time to pull it up. 2 is make sure you have something to hydrate with, and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Put that space where it belongs. I've got 294 words in the document after I finish with my journals. And then you saw me disappear for a few minutes there because our contractor knocked on the door. Essentially, they're done for the day for what they are going to be doing for us, because he's contracted out the painting to one of his crew members, who's going to be by tomorrow to do that. And then also tomorrow we have the granite countertop from the island that they're going to take to a workshop and have it cut, and like the edges polished and buffed and all that kind of stuff, before bringing it back to use. Essentially, we moved our island from the center of the room to the side of the room, and it's now becoming a lower cabinet. So we're cutting off all the extra, and just still having the countertop, but not so much of the excess overhang. So anyways, they're done with the floor. Looks really good. Done with the floor and put the quarter round and all that back on. So tomorrow they'll be back to pick up the slab. And then one of the guys will come in to paint. And I think we're going to have some of the other stuff on the to-do list is like get started as well, but no word on the windows yet. So that's one of the things we're waiting for. But anyway, so I just appeared because we were going to chat with the contractor and all that. So, let's see. Nikki is here. Hello. And Kate is here. Hello. You're at home. You don't work Mondays. Nice. That makes Monday much more tenable, right? Let's see. And then because you said today was an editing day and then a walk, I was like, ooh, that sounds fun. After a full day of editing, I'm like, yeah, I do need a walk, but it's been so hot here. So I was curious. I was like, so it's 95 degrees here at the moment. Actually now 96 now. This is, translates to about 35 degrees Celsius if that's correct, which I'm, but it's only 16 degrees Celsius today. It's supposed to get up to 19 later. So let me translate that into Fahrenheit. So 16C2. Okay, so it's like 61 degrees. That's nice. And then 19C2F. 66. Nice. Delicious weather. Delicious. I mean, I knew it was cooler. Anything cooler would be welcome. You like the fall temperatures, so you haven't really been complaining as much as everybody else in your family. It's perfect weather for long walks and yard work. Yes, without sweating to death. Yeah. Got another 100 words, a snack, and a bio break. Excellent. Kara is super jealous of Kate's cool summer. It's so hot here, northeastern Colorado. Yeah, that's what. So my brother and his family went down to Florida for their annual beach vacation, and now they're at my sister-in-law's parents' place, which is on a lake. So, so they're just water babies trapped in a landlocked state most of the year. So got to get their water when they can. But yeah, so that's kind of how things are going. So, all right. And so I didn't get as much done as I thought, but hey, it's okay. We talked to the contractor. They got the stuff done for the most part. They're going to be back to finish it. And I got my journals attended to as well. So it's not only 294 words, but I definitely kind of wanted more. I always want more words. What are you talking about? I don't know if that's good, because there are certain manuscripts that I'm like, I should really be cutting, not adding, like always. So I am definitely, I always want to overwrite, over explain, over detail. So yeah. All right. I think we're ready for another sprint. So we'll do that. We'll do the bear hugs. And the second sprint is the self promo sprint. So if you have something that you want to promote that is writing adjacent, please let us know where to find you and your work. Right. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How are we doing? Oh, hey, Funky. Internet is out. Checking in by phone to quickly say hello and good luck to everybody. Good luck. Hopefully your coffee maker still works. Enjoy your internet-free work day. Hopefully, hopefully they give you a break. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. But hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Let's see. Kara says new book promos are up at Reader's Roost. So here's the link for that. Kate says, time for a walk. I shall see you on Wednesday. Excellent. I hope you enjoy your walk in the cool fall-esque weather. Stacy says, as writing adjacent, here's a link to the playlist for my current work in progress. Nice. Stacy got about another 100 words. You need 300 to reach your minimum goal. I got about 422, I think is correct, math-wise. 422. No, 426. Let's make sure that's right. No. I'm 10 off. So 436. Yes. 436. There we go. So as you can tell, by my disappearing multiple times, it's just another day of distraction. So I did get some more done, which I'm glad about. I am now in my reading journal, catching up on my distraction is winning today. That's all I can say. Working on updating the index of titles that I have at the back for the page by page, so I can look up a specific title and see what page it's on. Because I did not have that at the beginning of the book, and I realized about halfway through the first year that I was using this, I was like, it'd be nice, and then I just never updated it. So I do need to update it, but I did also just do a real quick stamp. Of course, I didn't really ink up the stamp very well, but it's a little big to fit the whole thing on one sheet, but there it is. So I think it goes pretty nicely. I can just make sure I ink it up properly. I didn't get some on the very bottom corner there. But I think these will be some nice stamp additions to the reading journal. Which this one is one of the linen canvas covers. I don't know if you can hear it. It's scratchy. But yeah, so we'll see what's going on with that. But I think it would be nice to add that to the. Andy is reporting for dawdling. Don't worry, you have been dawdling your share too. Because I just have not been able to concentrate today. But I feel like it's fair when your house is like a partial construction zone. But now I don't really have, as much of an excuse. We still don't have a countertop. So, in terms of just that island piece that's now a cabinet. I don't know. I'm making excuses for myself anyway. But Andy is here. Hello. Welcome. Andy is here to join me in dawdling. So, oh, goodness. All right. We're going to go ahead and try to do one more sprint. I'm going to continue to update this reading journal for now. It's productivity-esque. And I will have to sprint with Jody tonight because um, I'm gonna need some words by the end of the day. So Andy's like, I'll be there if I'm free. Sure. You want to dawdle the day away, don't you? No, it's fine. I am definitely going to be in need of some more sprinties this evening. So there's that. I also just got a text from Bestie. It's like, hey, this weekend. And I'm like, ooh, okay. So now we need to figure out rest of the construction schedule. We need to figure out schedule for when the boys can come over or when we go over to meet up with the boys and meet up with Bestie. So timetable is filling up, which means I got to get my sprints in where I can. All right, let's do another sprinty. Sprinty sprint. Let's do this. Hedgehog. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. Make it big. Are we ready? 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back, that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching. And 4 is if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes of the cute hedgehog in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Let's see. I had 730 last time, so means I got 275. Well, I'm closing in on the end of one of the two scenes that I wanted to get done today. So, you know. Not a great word count today, but I will take it. I will take it. And I will work later this evening with Jody and whoever else is doing streams. I do need to adjust the time for the rest of this week because, as Rachel noted, I did an oops and scheduled it for the AM instead of the PM. Need to fix that because I will not be streaming with y'all at 1 a.m. I mean, I'll probably still be awake, but anyway. Rachel says, after a very rough night, you passed out in your recliner for more sleep, so you're just now getting into everything. Doggo is no longer allowed treats of human food. She got sick. Yeah. Yeah, that is, it's like, they're so cute, and they are right there available to be your garbage disposal. But yeah, it's not good for them. And we have to keep, since we've got crows now that sort of like stop by every once in a while, we have to remember to give them like the unsalted things, and like, is this good for them? Can they eat that? Anything with garlic in it is a huge no-no because garlic is toxic to them. Things like that. So Stace says, I also wasn't going to say anything, but say you won't be up at 1 a.m. You were going to say you won't be up at 1 a.m., but Karma woke up at 1:30 this morning and you haven't really slept since then. Yeah. Yeah. Rachel says she begs by putting her chin on your knee, and your son just loves to give her stuff. Yeah, that's because they're so cute, and we love them. And, a lot of us feel like food is tied to affection, because that's sometimes how we show affection, is we like to feed our loved ones, but that is not necessarily good for the pets, the non-human. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to go and do a couple of errands, and then I'll be back and be in the chats and hopefully get a little bit more work done this evening. Don't forget to save. Also, I need to end the poll. So, what gets done first in our renovation? The outdoor space gets done first by 33%, and then tied between doing the kitchen and expanding the house. And then bathrooms is last place. So, there you go. That is the order in which our main characters will be renovating their homes when they choose to get them. Or when you write them a new house. So, all right. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to save. And I will hopefully see y'all on Wednesday, the 30th, and then Friday the 1st. All right. I will see y'all later. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.